Hello, welcome to another I Love Ruby video. So today we'll be looking at struct and Openstruct and so on and so forth. So what they are. Till today you have looked into classes. Classes is nothing but bundling of attributes and what to say functions and all those things. Struct can be seen as a lightweight class or something like that, mainly used for bundling attributes together. So let's look at an example. I don't know why I've named it like struct start, but yeah, let's look at an example. Learning by example is the best way to do it, right? So, right, let me make it bigger so you can see it properly, right? Okay, so we have kept this program as struct start. Let me just save it into the disk. Come on, yeah, right. So by putting it .rb, we'll get all those syntax highlighting and all those stuff. And now let's execute it, right? So, okay, so ruby struct start.rb and it says, okay, hello, I am Karthik, age 30. So, yeah, so that's the thing. And yeah, so let's look at the program. So, you don't have anything called class or something like that, even though you just put like p.name, p.age over here, and you just put something like person.new. The person is not a class. Like instead, like the person is a thing called struct. So you just put like struct.new. So you just create a new structure and you just say its attribute should be name and age, right? And what to say? And so yeah, this kind of acts like a class, but it's not really a class. Okay, so and then we just put like p is equal to person.new, and then we just assign the name and age, and it gets assigned. So it's just bundling of attributes, nothing else. So you have two attributes, one is name, another is age. You just want to bundle it, and that's it. That's all is a struct. Okay, nothing much. Okay, so that's the thing. And yeah, so you just get it. So like if I just do it, yeah, you just get it, right? Uh, so yeah, this is struct, very simple data structure. I think yeah, it's just because it's a data structure, we are calling it a struct. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And let us do some tweaks. Like okay, let me just not put age over here and see what happens, right? Yeah, almost nothing much, but the thing is like yeah, like it just doesn't what to say like print this one, right? So and let us do something. Okay, and my favorite color AVOU. Okay, like I'm not good at English. My favorite color 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 is okay. Color is P.color, right? American English. Okay, yeah, fine, not a problem, right? It makes sense anyway, right? Now let's do it. Yeah, now it throws an error. So possibly you need to put something called color over here to make it right. Okay. So, but yeah, this is what struct is, and so yeah, let me leave this as original as possible, right? So that uh, yeah, so that's the thing, right? So this is struct, okay? So you just bundle attributes and all those stuff, and you just give it some convenient name. Okay, so it's more of a human convenience. In fact, the entire Ruby language is made for human convenience. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And so in this program, like over here, struct start, this person is actually a variable because it starts with a lower case letter. But you can make it like a constant by using a uppercase letter, right? So that like we can put another program. How to put another program over here? Yeah, right. So what I've just put is like struct constant.rb over here. What's the only differences? Yeah, let me just save it and tell it to you. Right. Uh, in previous program, yeah, like look, this is a variable. This person is a variable, and over here you're just putting it like a variable. You can also put this as a constant, and you can just do it, right? It's not a problem. Both are same and all those things, and yeah. And so let me just try it out. Struct constant. Okay, so yeah, I'm Karthik age 30. So you can also put something like this. Okay, like P2 is equal to uh, okay, let me just put something like okay, person dot new, and let me just put it like something like Sindel. Okay, there are a lot of persons who are named Sindel. Then okay, so like okay, so let me just put it like P2, and it's not a very good name to give P2, P1 or something like that. But yeah, like we are just learning Ruby over here, so not a problem, I think. So I don't know why this is blue and this is some other color, right? So right, okay, possibly TextMate is not highlighting it properly or something like that. Okay, yeah, it just works. Okay, so that's the thing, and yeah, so you're just giving something like a constant, so it looks more like a class, and I don't see any much difference by giving variable or constant or whatever it is, right? So that's the thing. And we can make this program just one line, like uh, so over here I'm just making it like p dot name is equal to Karthik, p dot age is equal to 30, and all those stuff. uh, we could make it more compact and all those stuff, right? This is treatment are going, possibly because of my video he will get international exposure. Okay, so right, okay, fine. Okay, so over here you have put it in, you have broken this into two lines, p dot name, p dot age, and all those stuff. But instead, you could just put it in just one line like this, like person struct dot new name age, and then person dot new Karthik. But yeah, this is all like position sensitive. Like okay, the first one should be name, the second one should be age, right? So that's it. You can even swamp it, but the thing is that name will be 30 and age will be Karthik. Ruby doesn't care about types, right? So you can't. The program will work, but when a human sees it, it'll be weird, right? So that's the thing, right? So yeah, so this is called struct one line. So this will work like previous programs, right? So that's the thing. So you're just bundling. You're just creating some kind of new data type that will just hold some values, okay? And that values have some name, right? So that's it. In this case, the value has the name and age. So that's the thing. So very simple, right? So okay. Whether if you ask me if you can have some kind of functions in struct, yes, it is possible, and that's what we're just trying to do now. It'll be better if I name this program functions in struct, but yeah, like let me just stick with this, right? So, struct about me and all those stuff. Okay, so over here you just have struct.new name age, and look over here you're just giving it and just do anything. And in class you won't give it like that. In class you'll just give it inside class, but over here also you're just giving it inside struct. Okay, so you're just putting it inside a do and end block. Okay, so that's the thing. And over here you just have a function called about me, and it takes this name and age and it just embeds into the string. Hello, I am name and age, whatever it is, right? So that's the thing, and let me just uh, execute it. It's called about me, right? Struct about me.rb, right? So that's the thing. So over here we are just bundling this function inside the struct also. So and so that like we can just put it in very concise way, like shown over here. So that's the thing, right? Oh, okay. Now I know why this P is bold or something like that. Actually, P is a Ruby function, right? So actually, it's better not to name anything P. right? So that's very, very wrong to name something P, because P is something like put S. Okay, so let me just show you. Simple prompt, right? Okay. So if I just put like put as hello, it'll just print hello, and I can also put something like P hello. So it'll just put it like a string itself. Over here, look, it just puts with quotes, and put as doesn't puts with quotes and all those things. So P is also something like a print statement. So it's rather wrong to use this variable name P in Ruby program, right? So, but yeah, even if you use it, yeah, Ruby won't get really angry and all those stuff. So never mind, right? So that's the thing, right? But yeah, I think I need to change some stuff in book, and what to say, make it right and all those stuff. But yeah, like I don't mind. Like as long as it works, okay, yeah, it's fine. I don't know whether I'll change or not, right? So that's the thing. Right? So let us look at the next program. So you're just bundling all this variables into some kind of name called person over here. That's it. So that's it. Struct, like nothing big. So I'm just putting a lot of examples so that like I can show it to you. So that's the thing. Right? Okay, so you have got something like, okay, person, okay, new struct, only name and age is there. So you're just putting like person dot new, and then you're just assigning a name, you're just assigning age, and you're just assigning profession, right? And you're just trying to print out everything. Okay, so hello, this is my name, this is my age, and this is my profession. Okay, so that's the thing. So, but of course, this program won't work just by looking at the title. Okay, but so let me just show you why, right? Struct wrong. Okay, so struct wrong. And yeah, because there is nothing called profession defined over here. So possibly you need to put something called profession. So has it got autocomplete? Yeah, no. So Pixmeet hasn't got a very good autocomplete. So, but yeah, like it'll work. But yeah, like this program is to say that how to make an error in struct. Okay, so if at all it's if it only if the attribute is defined over here, you can assign it in a struct. Okay, so that's the moral of the story from this. Okay, moral of the program. It's not a story, right? Okay, actually, yeah, like in professional coding, we used to say like a program should read like a story, like it should read like a prose, and it should be so good, right? So that's the thing, right? So okay, so there is another thing called Openstruct. Okay, so let me just try it out. So over here, like you need to define instruct. You just need to define his name, age, and all those stuff. In Openstruct, I don't think you need to do that. Okay, so first let me just 1 second, right? Let me just save it. Let me comment it out because I think in Ruby 303, because what I'm just using is Ruby. Oh, sorry, 310. Okay, in 310 and all, like I don't think you require this Openstruct, but yeah, it could be wrong. Like I'm not sure. So that's the thing. So let me just first execute it, and then I'll just explain this program, right? Yeah, look, you can ignore this. I think I need to remove this off in my code also. So that's the thing. So, okay, let me just put Control L. Okay, Control L means it'll just clear the screen and just do it, right? So, there is a thing called OpenStruct. In Struct, you need to give this something like name and age. And if you give something that's not there, like some attribute that's not there, like profession and all, it'll throw an error. Okay, but in OpenStruct, that's not the case, right? So, okay. So, yeah. Okay, you need to include this one. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. Sorry. So, okay, in a thing called OpenStruct, that's not the case. Like you can just create a structure and you can just have any kind of attributes on the fly assigned to it, right? So that's the thing. And yeah, so and you can also put like p dot profession. Profession is equal to engineer. Engineer. Okay, and I am an engineer. I don't know why they put "and" before this vowels in English and all those stuff. It's very, very confusing language. I'm not sure why, right? So uh, I am in P dot profession. So look, TextMate doesn't even autocomplete. So like there is more chance of me making mistakes and only oh okay, okay. And I am an P dot profession, right? So that's the thing. Right. So yeah. So there is more chance of making mistakes, and only if you make mistakes you'll learn better. Right. So oops, I think I gave it in next line. So that's the thing. Okay, so let me just give it in the same line. Let me just reduce the size so that you people can see it. Okay, right. Okay. And I am an engineer. Why this engineer is coming in the next line? Okay, I didn't save the program. Okay, and I am an engineer. Okay, so let me put a comma over here and all those stuff, right? Yeah. So that's the thing. So this is Openstruct. So this video is about Struct and Openstruct. And let me just, as bonus, let me give another program like, yeah. So let me just put another program like the uh, Openstruct from hash, right? So you have learned about Ruby hashes and all those stuff. So let's let me just save this program first, and I don't know. Only after I save it, I get the mood to explain. I don't know why, right? So that's the thing, and we'll just copy paste it. Okay, so rather than doing all this stuff over here, so what we can just do is like we can just have a hash, right? So and this hash can be like okay, like uh, name. Okay, let's say Karthik, age. Okay, now I think I'm 39. Yeah, 39. Yeah, and then profession and engineer. I'm still an engineer, thankfully. Right. So that's the thing. Okay, so you've just got all this stuff, right? And what I can just do is I can just put like openstruct new hash. Okay, so that's the thing, right? Or I can just copy all this stuff and just put it over here, but in just one line or something like that. But yeah, this looks much more better. I just think. So yeah. So let's execute this program. Openstruct from hash. Mm, oops, I didn't save it. Okay, yeah. So it just works. So I am Karthik, age 39, and I'm an engineer. So let's try another version of it. Let's now these are all symbols, right? So name, age, and profession are symbols. Let's try to put it as string and see whether this works. Okay, so let me just keep another program. Okay, so I'm just adding two more programs to my Ruby book, possibly today or someday. Like I'm not sure when, right? I'm just kind of busy. Like I'm just coding stuff for people, and I'm not a free guy now and all those stuff. So I'm just busy. It's right. So I'm just putting all this as string keys rather than. Let me just do this. Okay, yeah. Takes me to allows that. I just want to see whether this works. If we give it a string, also Ruby is smart enough to take it or not. I just want to see, right? Hash 2.rb, right? Yeah, so Ruby just knows. So even if you give it as strings, it just takes it. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, like Openstruct can be given like this, and then it can be taken from hash, and it can also given like this. So like usually this is very useful. So like whenever I just read some YAML files and all, like I convert that YAML files into JSON, or that is like, or a hash, okay, like finally to a hash. Or when I read JSON, yeah, it is being read as hash inside Ruby. And if I just pass that hash to OpenStruct, I immediately have something like methods, and this is much more Ruby-ish or object-oriented way to access all those attributes, and it feels more natural to code. Okay, so rather than putting something like, okay, like something like p of name, or something like putting p of symbol name and all those stuff, this looks much more better, like. To do just to give p dot name and something like that. So yeah, programming is all about making programmers comfortable and more productive. So that's what effective programming is all about. So yeah, Ruby is very good at it, and yeah, and you're learning it, and I think yeah, you'll be a very productive programmer in future. So yeah, so this video is about struct and OpenStruct. Yeah, that's it. So next video we'll be looking at something like RDocs, and I think RDocs will be a small topic. I think possibly I can finish it. Then we'll be looking at Ruby style guide. So I think like next class, or I mean not next class. I think next video is going to be more of theoretical, and then we'll be looking at very important topic modules and mixins. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, I hope you just like this video. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Let's see you in next video. Bye.